Oh my god, that's loud. I am here. After sorting out some things in real life. I want to play a song during this intro because I heard it last night. Because it kicked ass. First, I will now play it here. Oh, hold on. Okay, I need to go turn on something. This is a song from Aria of Sorrow. This is the Julius boss theme called Heart of Fire. This is apparently a remix of a song from Castlevania 3. I don't remember it from Castlevania 3, but I'll take the wiki's word for it, because as you know, all wikis are correct. This entire section in Castlevania Aria of Sorrow I was not ready for, in how cool it was. And yet, it was one of the coolest parts in a Castlevania game. So good job. Good job, devs. Anyway, let's do the news. Schedule. Today, 4 PM. We're going to be finishing Daymare. I'm going to be trying my best to finish it anyway. I checked to see how long we have left. It seems to be around 3-ish hours. So this episode might go on a little longer. Oh my god, that music. No holiday next week. I thought my holiday was next week. It's actually the week after. Which gives me a little bit more time to prep for it. Which means next week, chat, we're going to be beginning God of War 4. I was going to do some Voyage through Vana'diel. Some more Final Fantasy 11 stuff. Oh. But I decided against it because we need to finish God of War 4 before January begins. And in theory, we should have enough episodes for that. Anyway, let's talk about this song. Aria of Sorrow, at the beginning of the game, and I think across the first half of it, I was kind of like, this game's good so far. I don't really know why it's people's favourites in the series. And then the end game happens. And then it becomes one of the best Castlevania games in the last, hour. It all comes to, a head in one of the coolest fights in the series. Might be my favourite fight in the series now, actually, saying that. More so than the final boss in Super Castlevania 4. Just because of this song. And also the fact that it's a role reversal. So, spoilers for Aria of Sorrow, chat. Just bring this out there, because I need to talk about it. In this game, you have a role reversal. You are playing as a Dracula-esque character. And at the end of this game, you fight a Belmont. A vampire killer. And this is the boss fight that occurs. It's really cool. But yeah, a big shout out to that. This game's awesome. There's still issues. I don't like the backtracking. And I think it's a little vague over what you can and can't do in spots. It's also difficult. The death fight in the clock tower is one of the hardest fights in the series. Just because it takes ages to get there and you can't restock beforehand. So, good luck with that. Also, Brothership released. I didn't add a graphic for it because I didn't think it was needed, but I do want to mention this also on stream, and I'll talk about it while we play Daymare later. This game's been doing pretty good review-wise. It's getting 9s and 8s. It's currently sitting at 80 on Metacritic, which is really good. Every single source likes it outside of IGN. And I talk about that during my Brothership episode I just recorded today. And it's interesting. I won't go into much detail about it now, but I'll talk about it later. But yeah, fun. Very good so far. personally. I think this game's really good. It's very slow-paced. We don't like slow-paced RPGs. You're not going to get your kick like Origami King, for example, but it is really fun so far. The areas are all unique. The music is excellent. The combat's alright so far. I think it's a very good Mario & Luigi game. Definitely better than Paper Jam, considering Paper Jam is lacking in originality. We'll put Demon music back on now. There we go. Moving on, I found out some information, chat. I talked about this before. Acquire are the devs. Acquire did Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Alongside that, they also got a lot of the dev team back from Alpha Dream, who are the original developers of Mario & Luigi games. So there's a lot of Octopath Traveler code in this game, and I have noticed it a little bit. There's a lot of scenes with just a ton of dialogue, which is apparently a bad thing according to IGN. If you have dialogue in your video game, in your RPG, it's terrible. Rack off 4 points because it's got dialogue. Alongside this, I found out who the composer was online on Twitter. Or X, sorry. It's the same composer who does Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This guy here. He also did the sound department for Bloodstained, which I thought was a nice little bit of trivia I didn't know about. But yeah, really good music so far. Yoko Shimomura did not do the soundtrack. I think the main reason is she would have probably came back if she was still working with Nintendo at the time, but because she's got her own publishing company now, I don't think she was going to come back for this. She doesn't have the connection to this series as much as she has Super Mario RPG. That was also made by Dragon Quest devs, so probably easy to get a hold of Yoko for that. Either way, great competition. Really good music so far. Battle theme is wonderful. There's like this 80s theme they're going for this game, and I'm down to clown. Also welcome in Maelstrom. Final Fantasy XIV 7.1. I can actually play this at launch now because I have time. I'm not on holiday, so I'll be going for the MSQ on the Tuesday and the Wednesday probably. Oh, not the Wednesday because I've got D&D on Wednesday. So it'll be the Tuesday probably. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV 7.1 Crossroads. I'm going on this with middling expectations, I will say. I've all talked about my experience with Dawn Trail. I thought it was alright. I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. The story, of course. But I'm also interested in the little thing called Echoes of Vana'diel, the Alliance Raid crossover with Final Fantasy XI, that I'm probably going to have no idea what is going on about, even though I've consumed a bit more of 11 at this point. Because I haven't even touched the expansion stuff yet, so that'll be fun. I'll probably have a better idea when we get around to the other Alliance Raids. So yeah. Games right now. I forgot Slitterhead was coming out today. Oh boy! That is a game I might do during Spoopytober next year, if it turns out to be good. Slitterhead is made by, I think, Masahiro Ito? Is it? He does the monster designs in it, and he's also developing it, I think. Might be wrong, but he is doing... There's a lot of Team Silent DNA in this game, so I'm interested. I don't know if it's going to be good, because apparently it's not really that horror-focused. It's like a possession-based game where you possess creatures and you have boss fights and it's weird, but it might be good. It's also based in that wall city I was talking about a while ago in China. Anton Blast is like a WarioWare-esque game. I still haven't played Pizza Tower yet, and I do want to, but I just need to find the time for it. And then finally Dragon Quest 3, that will be a full playthrough. Probably will wait a little bit on that until I finish Metaphor. Which, by the way, chat, I'm making lots of progress, and by lots of progress I mean no progress, because I've had no time for it recently. Metaphor, apparently, according to people, reliable sources, I have around 15 hours left, which is, you know, a lot of time, but in the length of that game, I'm currently sitting at 70 hours. That is, yeah, okay, I haven't got as much as I thought I did. I am getting a little worried though, because I am running out of, like, time to do stuff. And I was told I was going to get a lot more time at the end, and I haven't seen that yet, but I hope I do, because if I don't, I'm not going to do all the social links. So, yeah. And that's it. That's the games I'm currently playing, chat. Let's go through Guess the Game. But yeah, as I mentioned before, Ario Solo ended up winning me over in that last hour. What a finale. Oh my god. I got like, actual goosebumps from a Game Boy Advance game when I started hearing the Belmont theme go on the Julius fight. I was like, oh my god! That was like a Super Castlevania 4 moment as I described it. Like when Simon's theme started playing. I don't know how metaphor is, but usually doing a full social link playthrough blind is very tricky in the Persona games. Yeah. If I ever did other Persona games, I'm not going to use a guide. That's just, say that right now, I'm not using a guide, because I think that takes away from the first experience for me. If I miss stuff, I miss stuff. Hate to say it, but if I miss stuff, I miss stuff. Also, I saw you confused by Yoko Belnedes thinking it sounded like Belmont, but Belnedes is the last name for Cypher from 3. Oh, I was theorizing during that Belnedes sounded like Belmont, and I was going crazy thinking, oh my god, is he a Belmont? And then obviously Genya is Alucard. The game doesn't even like try to hide it. Like Yoko is like, oh, have you heard from Genya? And I lost my mind. I was like, what do you mean? And they never bring it up again. Surprisingly good story in Ario of Sorrow. I really enjoyed the characters. Anyway, we've got to guess the game. I don't know what this is, chat. It's winter. Is it a skateboarding game? Oh god. I don't know what this is. It's 59%, chat. Is this Mario and Luigi Brothership getting a 5 out of 10 for my IGN? Chat, I will rant about that later, but it's like crazy. That's the craziest review I've ever seen from IGN. Stinky Shaft? Oh, I know what this is. The Tiny Tina's. Tiny Tina. It's one of those games, isn't it? Oh, is it Snow Day? It is Snow Day. Yes, it is Snow Day. Oh, that's Galaxy Circuit. I played that literally, wait, it's not Galaxy Circuit? Oh, it's not Super Metroid, is it? Oh. Has this never appeared on the wheel? Well, it looked like Galaxy Circuit to me, but that's fine. Right, let's get into this.